Hello, Just Gem here and welcome, or indeed welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a lovely day. Today I thought I would film with the Glamlite Kellogg's Frosted Flakes palette, and here it is. I think this palette is adorable. I've got to say, I love the colour story and the theming, and it's an utterly bizarre concept to me that a cereal and a makeup have collaborated to produce an eyeshadow palette. I've seen everything now. That's what it looks like on the inside. Beautiful colour story. I am going to show you some swatches of this palette, and then we're going to get into how I did this look that is currently on my eyes. Without further ado, let's get going. Just before we get on to the swatches, I couldn't move on before mentioning the packaging, because I think that the packaging is super cute. So the palette came in a little plastic tray like this. I don't know if all Glamlite palettes come this way, because this is the first time I've bought from Glamlite, but I just thought it was super cool that it was on this tray, this plastic tray, and then this was in a plastic wrapper, which is almost like the interior of a cereal box. You know how your cereal is in that plastic bag, which is in turn inside the cardboard box. And it's just, the little details are just so cute. If I can get it back out of the tray, now I've sandwiched it in there. So that's the back of the palette itself, and obviously they had to throw this in there, which I thought was really cute. And then the box itself, it just looks like a miniature cereal box. And I mean, this is an old palette at this point, I'm sure you'll have seen that all, but I just thought it was really cute that it comes in a miniature cereal box. I think that's adorable. And you've got like the blurb on the back and like the nutritional values, which I don't know if that's zoomed in enough for you to be able to read, but 100% creativity, 100% fun, 100% great, 15 shades. But yeah, I just thought that was adorable packaging and very fitting for the theme. Also, now that I've taken my contacts off and I've put my glasses on, I'm feeling very Clark Kent. Just thought I'd add that in. Now the swatches. Here are the swatches of the beautiful Frosted Flakes palette from Glamlite. And while I do own a lot of blues, I mean, I could tell even from looking at the shades in the palette, these blue tones are not blues that I have. The blues I already own are ever slightly more muted. I think maybe possibly in the Carnival palettes I'd find more vibrant blues like this, but generally they're more like, I'm thinking in my head about Culturals, for example. I don't know if maybe I'd find blues like that in Winter Wonderland. Maybe I'll do some comparison swatches. I've zoomed you in so you can see what I'm doing, but I feel like I look horrendous today, so I apologise for inflicting this close-up on you. But as I say, it's so you can see what I'm doing. I have to refrain from calling it the Frosties palette, because obviously in the UK, and I believe a lot of other European countries, it's known as Frosties. I'm going to try to concentrate on these oranges. It is quite a blue heavy palette, but looking at it, it's actually a lot of blue tones that I don't have, and that's what made me go for it. I am going to focus on the oranges because it's been a very long time since I've done an orange look. Let's see what Tony the Tiger looks like. I kind of washed that over the majority of my lid. Or do I want to try the brown? I kind of want to keep it light. Maybe I'll go in with the brown in the corner, but I'll do that majority of my crease. Let's just see what tickles my fancy. And we'll go in with Made by Mitchell ME3. I got this palette from, is it Beauty Box by Tammy? And they're a UK based website You see, that's quite dark. I'm glad I went in with this orange. This is darker than I was expecting it to be. So yeah, they're a UK-based website that have a handful of the US brands, like US indie brands, stocked and for sale. And one of the reasons why I always feel a bit sad and a bit like I'm suffering from FOMO is because the postage sometimes makes it so eye-wateringly expensive to get indie brands over this way. I'm going to go in with So Tasty, which is the muted, it's kind of like a peach shade, muted orange slash peach. So that's this shade next to Tony the Tiger. And I'll just run that. So this is another MBM brush. This is an ME2. And that's just to diffuse the edge. I'm wondering if I should have cut the crease. I always forget to do that. I remembered in my last video and I've forgotten again. But I feel like a cut crease might have been ideal in this scenario. Might wet the brush. Yes, I think that's sufficient oomph now. I might see if I can find a primer that's like, I really like the formula of that Be Perfect one, but I want something with a bit more of a white base. Just because this is ever so slightly more muted than I'd anticipated, and I think that's just because I need a bit more of a white base. Another reason I picked this up is because while it's technically not a collection that's available at the moment, it should be making a comeback, so I thought I would film this look with this palette in readiness for it making a comeback, in case anybody spots it and thinks to themselves, ooh, I've been eyeing that up, I'm curious. At least now you've got a fresh new video demonstrating how it looks. Right, now yumminess, and we'll do that on my little finger. Ooh, that looks... Okay, this looks like it might be a bit flaky. It's a good thing I haven't done any base makeup. That's intense. That is... wow. So it was a little bit chunky when I swatched it, which is why I wondered if there'd be some fallout, so I can see a little bit. Not too bad, not too bad. I was looking at putting Milk as an inner corner highlight, but I wonder if that might be a little bit too blue toned. Let's see. I quite like that. The icy shimmer against the warm shimmer. Why does that eye always pop so much more? Right, let's put a bit more here. There we go, that matches more. I'm going to go and do my base makeup, and then I'm going to come back and do my under eye. And I'm yet to decide if I'm going to go completely orange or if I will go into that blue section for underneath my eyes. So I'll be back once I have done my base makeup. I look so much better now I put a base on. I feel like I look like death warmed up before. Still unimpressed by this spot that's taken up residence on my face, but it's less prominent now. And it's out of shot because I'm kind of looking this way because that's where my mirror is. And there's a spider on my ceiling and it's very distracting, but at least it's only a little one and not the size of the tarantula that was crawling across my bedroom floor the other night, but that's a story for a different time. Part of me feels I should stick with the orange because I just feel like it will pop if maybe I was to put Tiger Paw and Yummy on the bottom again, but Breakfast Time and They're Great and Go Getter, basically all of those blues are just screaming at me. So that's Milk that I put on my inner corner there. And I'm wearing a blue shirt. I busted out my blue shirt, so I feel like I'm going to do good blue. I'm going to do blue. Right, I'm going with Go Getter. Maybe Go Getter. Lovely fallout. Excellent. Should have tapped that off. My mistake. I'm like a rookie. I've already set my under eye. This is not my first... Well, I say this is not my first rodeo. With Glamlite it is. But I've been hearing that their formula is great, which is why I'd wanted to try them. Okay. Crisis averted. Good old powder brush. But that is pigmented. Why? Focus. Come on, focus. Right, going in with Breakfast Time now. I think sometimes as well, when you use a shade for the very, very first time, it's almost as if you've got to break through this top layer to get to that good formula underneath. Yeah, see, now that's picking up. And that's, yeah, see, that's just added like this really nice bright pop there. I am definitely glad I went in with the blue on the bottom, and it does indeed match my shirt. Okay, mascara and liner time now. Back momentarily. I have zoomed you out. I finished off my eyes by lining it using a random Clinique liner that I picked up, which I'm going to have to use some more because I quite enjoyed using this, and dare I say it, this might be a liner that I could do a wing with, but I didn't want to attempt it now, just in case, because I quite like this look, I didn't want to ruin it. And then I've used my Marc Jacobs mascara, and I have tight lined my lower lash line ever so slightly with my blue Fenty eyeliner again, because this is just a really nice blue. And I have also used this Beam gloss. I don't know that it goes with this look, but it was the first gloss that I picked up, so that's what I've gone with. And this is the finished eye look. What do you think? I've got to say, beautiful palette. Beautiful. Glamlite have done really, really well with this colour story. Really, really well. They've leaned into that Frosted Flakes, Tony the Tiger vibe. It's got all the colours that you would probably expect it to have. It's got some brilliant names: Tony the Tiger, Milk, Tiger Paw, Blue Nose, Tiger Stripes, Breakfast Time, and obviously They're Great. And speaking of They're Great, do I think this palette is great? Yes, I do. Yes, I'm not gonna lie. First time trying Glamlite, and I mean, how many shades have I used today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not bad going. 7 out of 15 shades. That's almost half the palette. I've used 7 shades, 3 shimmers, 3 mattes. Hang on, 4 shimmers. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yes, 4 shimmers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shimmers and 3 mattes. being able to use almost half the palette has given me a good idea of what the formula is like within the entire palette, and it's good. It's good. My favourite shimmers, I mean Yumminess is just, it's a very, very appropriate name, I think, because I think that that looks yummy on the eye. That's that really bright gold in the middle, and I've blended it into Tiger Paw that it's right next to in there. Beautiful. Excited to do an all orange look, so next time I might sort of repeat what I've done on the bottom but just kind of mirror it with the shades underneath, and then another look where I fully lean into the blue side. I was going to do a full orange look today, but then I had my blue shirt on and I was just feeling blue, and as in not I was sad, I'm not sad at all, but I was feeling using the blues because I'm generally always feeling using the blues, and today was no exception, and it's as if I knew because I put on this shirt. And I'm liking this gloss more with this look, actually, the more I look at it. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing that I've finally tried the Glamlite formula, because now I kind of see what all the fuss is about, and I may have to get more Glamlite palettes. That Frosted Flakes, when it does come back, if you've ever considered it and you had a bit of FOMO when it went last time, now is your chance, I would say. Grab it, grab hold of it. Right, I've got to go because it's almost 1 o'clock and I've got a team meeting at 1 o'clock. But as always, thank you for taking the time to watch. I hope you found this video useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And hopefully I will see you again in a video in a not too distant future. Take care. Bye.